To be honest, I've cried a lot this time because it was always a conflict. There was always a fight with my parents because they didn't want me to go. Hi everyone, I am Dalia, I'm from France, and today we're going to talk about why I came to Korea when I turned 20. I will not say a lot, but I've known about Korean music a lot, Korean hip-hop a lot, because I'm kind of hip-hop lover, even American hip-hop, and I like Korean hip-hop a lot, so I think I know a lot about Korean hip-hop. Not a lot about Korea like in general. Maybe I knew a little bit of Korean habits and Korean manners, but not everything. I was 15 when I first discovered Korean hip-hop. I discovered through Jessie actually. She's the first Korean artist I've listened to. So my birthday is in September, and I came to Korea in June, July, like 1 month. I just came to Korea vacation with my friend because she was going to Korea and I wanted to go to Korea, so she was just like, okay, then come with me. We came to Korea, and as I told you before, I've performed with Jessie in Paris. It was in November before I came to Korea. And then when I came to Korea for the first time, I saw her at a club in Gangnam. I saw her and she recognized me, so I performed with her again. And then there is the Waterbomb Festival. It was July 20 and she recognized me from the crowd and she asked me if I wanted to go on stage with her. This is a huge stage, do you want to perform? And I was like, yes. So I just performed with her. And then after that, I'm supposed to go to France in 3 days because my flight was in 23rd and the Waterbomb Festival was 20th of July. So I was like, I'm supposed to go back to France now? After that? No, I can't. So my friend was like, okay, then let's go back to France and then we come back to Korea in a few months. And I was like, no, my parents will never let me go back to Korea. There is university in September, I can't. So we came back to France. I've sent every videos to my mom because I'm very close to my mom. So she knows my passion, she knows my dream job, like of becoming a rapper. So yeah, I came back to France. And it was really complicated because I didn't have any money to go back to Korea. I was supposed to work in August, but because of some kind of situation, I couldn't work. So it was really hard to find a job in August. I couldn't apply to everything to work in August. So it was really a stressful situation because my mom was like, if you don't have a work, like if you don't have a job, how could you go back to Korea? You don't have any money, you can't go back. You can't even buy a ticket flight. Yeah, it was really hard. And I was only 19. So my parents at first, they didn't want me to go back to Korea because if you go back there, you would never come back to France. Actually, my mom is scared that I don't have any diploma. Like she wants me to have a security, you know, like a baggage, something who assure me to have a job later in the future. So that's why she didn't want me to go to Korea. She was like, if you go to Korea, you will only focus on your music and you will try, and if it doesn't work, then you don't have any diploma. You can't work. It was a really stressful situation. To be honest, I've cried a lot this time because it was always a conflict. There was always a fight with my parents because they didn't want me to go. And my dad was like, why do you want to go to Korea to do this? And at the same time, it's a break from my studies. And I've always wanted to do 1 year in another country. And now that I've experienced Korea for 1 month, I want to experience more. I want to visit more Korea. I want to know more about Korea. And I also, at the same time, to focus on what I really want to be. It was hard, but actually I found a job. And so yeah, my mom was like, then okay, but promise me you will come back and you will go back to university if it doesn't work for you. So I said yes, and we cried a lot. We cried a lot, and she's okay now, and I call her every day, so it's good now. And I turned 20 when I was coming back to Korea, and she was like, only 20? And I'm letting you going to Korea? You're 20 for 1 year? I've never lived alone before. I was always living with my parents, and I was never paying bills. I was never earning money to pay bills. Yeah, so this is the first time for me here in Korea, and I'm actually doing good. Actually, when I arrived, I was first living in a guest house. I was with my friend because my friend wanted to take a gap year too. Like she wanted to go overseas for 1 year, so she came with me to Korea, and so we lived together. So at first we were in a guest house, and we didn't have a job at first because since I've worked for 1 month, I had enough money to kind of survive. And then we started to look for an apartment. So we found an apartment where we wanted to, and actually it's easy in Korea to find an apartment. I mean, for a foreigner, and I didn't expect that because it's really hard in France. I came to the agency, I asked an appointment, so he was like, okay, we had an appointment, and then he made me visit 3 apartments, and yeah, I chose it really easily. And at the end of the day, he was like, okay, you can sign the contract and all, and so we signed the contract. I paid, and he was like, okay, then when can you move? I could move like whenever I wanted, like, so yeah, we moved 1 week later. And then I was looking for a job, so because my friend Anissa was living in Korea last year and she was working at a bar, and this bar was looking for a new person to work. So I just went to the boss because he knew me. So he was like, okay, you can work there. When can you start? So it was really easy for me. It was stressful, but at the same time, it was really easy. I don't know how to explain, but because a lot of things happened, but at the same time, it was really easy and I didn't expect to be like this. Maybe I was just lucky. Actually, before I came to Korea, after this water bomb episode with Jessie, a lot of people started to follow me on Instagram, basically through Instagram. Yeah, this is how it happened. Like, I started to talk to people through Instagram, and so I made friends, and now they are helping me when I want to record a song, for example, because they have a studio and I don't. I just ask them, can I use your studio to record, and they help me. So this is how it happens, basically, through Instagram. I don't regret. I think I would regret if I hadn't taken this decision. After the water bomb, it's now or never. My mom was like, you have just 3 more years to go to university and then you can go back to Korea. But I was like, no, it's now or never. I mean, I've performed with Jessie at the water bomb festival. This is what I want to do. I'm only 20, so let's try. If it doesn't work, then I go back to France and do 3 years of university, and then I try again. I want to try now. I don't regret it at all. They say I'm kind of bold because they're like, oh, I would never go to a country that I don't know. I don't speak the language for 1 year. So I think it's really impressive. And when they say such things to me, it's like, it's really touching, like, because I try, and a lot of people will not try because they're scared. Sometimes in life you have to take risks. Life is too short not to take risks. You have to try. And if it doesn't work, then it's okay. Life goes on. Yeah, just try whatever you want to try. So yeah, my friends are really supporting me. You work for it. If you really, really want it, I mean, it's your dream, then you have to work for it. I know it's hard to say because actually I didn't have money when I came to Korea. I'm not saying that it will happen. I'm not saying that you will become like a musician, but if you don't try, then you will regret it later. You'll be like, oh, when I was younger, I should have tried it. Yeah, I know you should have a security baggage, like with diploma and job situation and all. If you don't try it now, then when will you try? So try. This is my message. I mean, just let's try and you can do it. If it doesn't work, it will be a good experience. So today I talked about why I came to Korea when I turned 20. So if you like my story, please comment, thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye!